Hey there! Welcome to another edition of Drawn with Photoshop. Ain't that sweet? Yeah, it is. I bet you love it. Check this out. I'm in Photoshop. I'm going to open myself up a new document. Yeah, I'm going to call that document Drawing in PS. Yeah, because that's what I like to draw in. Notice I got a huge width right here and an even bigger height. Actually, that's a smaller height. I got a big width and a small height. They say the ladies like that better anyways. I'm going to change this to something a little bit more reasonable. Something like 1000 by 1000. You guys, when you're drawing in Photoshop, it's usually good to draw at a big size. But the strangest thing is when you're drawing in Photoshop, it's actually a good idea to start at a small size and get bigger as you go along. So I'm going to start off at something that's just 1000 by 1000. Ain't too big, ain't too small. Don't even worry about it. First thing you always do when drawing in Photoshop, you know what it is? Get yourself a new layer. Never draw on that first layer. That first layer's got white on it. That ain't no good. You want to be drawing on something with a little bit of transparency. Hell yeah, boy. Now I'm going to go grab me a brush. Oh, I got so many brushes, but I'm not going to grab a brush from the brush panel. I'm going to grab a brush from the preset panel. That's right. Whole bunch of good stuff in there. Whole bunch of good stuff to draw from. And the first thing that I'm going to choose, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be that pencil right there. Pencil, the greatest thing on earth. Of course, if you go back to that brush panel, you're going to notice that the pencil starts off with zero softness. Zero softness means it never erodes. That ain't no good. I'm going to just change that to something with just a tiny bit of softness. Hell yeah, just a tiny bit of softness. I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to start drawing. And I'm probably not going to see anything for a little while. There's a little bit of something showing up. Yeah, see that? See that? Now that I've got just a little bit of softness showing up, I should have just a little bit of lines. And I think my system is lagging behind because of the screen recording. Would you look at that? You also might notice that my screen's looking a little bit jaggedy. That's right. I think if I zoom in here a little bit, I might be able to see a little bit better. You know what? I think that I am drawing with a bit of a pencil. Holy shit, you guys. I am drawing with the pencil, not the brush. That's the silliest goddamn thing I ever did do. I might go back to the pencil with the brush now. Make sure I'm on 4%, 5%, somewhere in there. You guys, somewhere right in there. Oh, there's a brush that's working. Woo-wee! You know what? I think my opacity's low. Let me just bring up my opacity. You know, you guys, some of you might think to yourselves, I should have done all that earlier. You know what? You'd be right. Anybody know how you can select everything and delete it? That's right. Control A, Command A on the Mac. That selects everything. Delete. That deletes everything. Control D, that deselects. That's right. Control A, that selects everything. Control D, that deletes everything. Wait. Control A, that selects everything. Selects all. Delete, that deletes. Control D, that deselects. There you go. Hey guys, I'm just going to draw something out. Yeah, I'm drawing with my pencil. Oh, it looks so much like a pencil. It's so much like a pencil, that's right. The important thing here is not to think too much about what you're doing. The important thing here is to think about little things like, oh, I don't know, all that stuff that those drawing books always told you to do, but you never could do because you were like, if I draw with the pencil, how am I going to erase? Or if I draw with a marker, I just can't erase. But you guys, you always can erase when you're drawing in Photoshop, and that's why it's okay to start off with something just a little bit rough, you know? Make yourself some big, crazy clean lines. All right? Always big, crazy clean lines. That's the way to do this. That's right. When you draw something in there, don't be afraid to do something silly, like make this guy's mouth open, or bring this guy's chin in, or do whatever you want. Don't be afraid to draw whatever you need to draw to get across a little bit of extra something in there. Because you know what? In a second, you can always erase it. That's the beauty about drawing in Photoshop, you guys. When you draw in Photoshop, you can just switch your pen around and erase. It's the best thing ever. Are you drawing with a mouse? If you're drawing with a mouse, just stop this video. Just stop it. Just stop listening altogether. Seriously. Are you still listening and drawing with a mouse? Stop it. I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Are they gone now? There we go. There's a little bit of drawing. Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good right there. Key here is I'm not really trying to do anything really specific. Doing something specific would be ridiculous. I'm just doing something really, really generic. Really generic, super generic. I'm just kind of throwing in crazy lines. And the reason I'm just doing something really super generic and not thinking too much about specifics is because right now I am doing what is called a sketch. Key here, once you got a sketch going on, is to go back up to your image pull down. Go up to your image pull down. Go up to your image size. And you guys, you're gonna want to double that size, maybe even triple it. Shit, I might even go up to, oh, let's say 2,500. Yeah, yeah, that's right. But you notice it didn't constrain my proportions. You might want to make sure you do that. Yeah, constrained in proportions. Go up to 2,500. Let's click OK. Yeah, that's a big drawing. Guess what? That's good stuff. I think I'm done with this here thing. You guys notice in your preset brushes, you got 3 different sets of brushes that all kind of look the same, but notice that their previews over here look different. You guys, when you right-click out on the screen, if you ever right-click out on the screen with your brush, you'll notice, oh, I think I changed that. Did I change that? There it is. If you right-click out on your brush, you'll notice that you see 3 brushes that all kind of look the same. It's not until you look at the preview that you can actually see what's going on there. You'll see that this one doesn't change size at all, but this one's soft and this one's hard. This one does change size, but this one's soft and this one's hard. And this one doesn't change size, but it does change transparency or opacity as it draws. So it doesn't change size though. So generally speaking, the one I like to use is this middle one right there. That's the good one. That's the good stuff right there. Yeah, boy. I'm just going to put one more layer on here so I can draw over my first sketch. And I'm going to change my sketch to have a lower opacity. That's right, just a little bit of a lower opacity. I'm going to come over here. And you guys, some of you might know this already, some of you might not, but if you happen to hold down, what is it, Control Alt, which is, oh God, no, Alt, there it is, no, it's not it, Alt, shit, Alt Shift, damn it, that's not it either, Alt Shift, right click, damn it, Alt Shift, right click, no, Alt Shift, Control click, fuck, Control Shift right, god damn it. Some of you might know that if you right click on the screen you can change the size of your brush. Look at it. You might want to make sure that you can actually see the size of your brush. What I want to do is I want to make my brush about the size of what I would like my brush to look like if it was full size. There we go. That's a good one. I'm going to just switch my colors back to full black and full white. And now, making sure that I'm on my top layer here, I'm going to draw in a couple lines. Now, you'll see a lot of people, when they draw, go back and forth and just kind of wheedle out like tons of little lines. Then they'll draw and undo and draw and undo and draw and undo. And you know what? If they just went just a little bit slower, they wouldn't have to undo so many gosh darn times. So what I'm doing in here is I'm just holding space here so I can move my screen a little around. And I'm just kind of going slow. I go fast sometimes, but you know what? You gotta mix up your tempo sometimes. That's what the ladies like. Tell them, ladies, that's what you like. Can you hear the ladies speaking? They're saying, change up your speed. Seriously. Can you hear it? I can hear it. Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah. 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 Just gonna come in here and draw this eye out. Yeah, give it a nice little bit of shading, a little bit of form. I always used to be scared to throw in too much stuff around the eyes, but you know what? Even if it does add just a little bit more, what's the word? Even if it adds just a little bit more age. Oh, hey there. Don't worry about it. Throw in a couple lines there. It'll be fine. Gotta leave a little glare on that eye. Yeah. A little mark right there. Bring in this eyebrow. The eyebrow always arches, even when it's not arched. It always arches. Yeah. I'm just gonna bring in one little line right there. Yeah. I'm gonna move over a little bit. Draw this ear out. Notice that I'm kind of drawing not too fast, not too slow. People who draw too fast, they just You know, the fact that I've got these wavy lines coming in here isn't really bothering me much, because you know what? When I have this down at small size, you're never going to see that shit. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see anything? I can't see nothing. Neither can you. Don't worry about it. There we go. Just going to keep drawing right here. Just going to keep going. Key to hair, you guys, is to think of hair as a mass. Not to think of hair as individual hairs, but to think of hair as chunks. Large chunks. You can always throw in the individual hairs later, but for right now, and especially when you're drawing out and when you're beginning, or even when you're 50 years into this, I always think of the beginning as chunks. And then you almost think of, when you want to add in more depth to it, just think of it as shading. Don't even think of it in terms of hair. Think of this in terms of almost like crosshatch shading. There you go. And then you just throw in a couple of these. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My computer loves having this thing record this screen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then you're going to come in right here and do that right there. Isn't that nice? Now, you might have noticed that I ignored some of my lines. And there's more that I should probably be doing. Like right here, I don't kind of like the way that this chin kind of made itself out to be. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm gonna erase that right there, and draw that right there, and kind of get this looking a little better. Yeah, there we go. It's looking real good. And when it's done, oh, I don't like that. There we go. I don't like this either. You know what I do like? I like something more like this. Yeah, just a little bit like that. A little bit like that. Yeah. A little bit like this. A little bit like that. Huh? A little bit like this. Huh? You like that? Huh? Maybe just put this over here. Huh? Maybe you like that? I think you do. I think you like that. I think you like that a lot. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm just gonna put in a couple more lines over here. Yeah, I think I might even do one of these right here, and one of these right here, and one of these right here. That is a concerned looking dude. I think I need a little bit more stuff over here. I find that the key to really feeling happy about what you're drawing is to never stick too long at any one part of your drawing. Just kind of move around and just kind of vary it up, and just kind of never stick to one spot for too long. That is the oddest thing. Here we go. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit, and that's looking pretty good. We started out with this little sketch right there. Came up with something like that right there. Looks like Danny Meeke inked that. Oh, it doesn't though. He's awesome, and I'm not. And don't worry about that. Key here was to think about how you approach a sketch, and the key is to sketch like you're going to do something better in the future. Always sketch like you're just kind of laying down shapes. Think about the big overall shapes, and this is something that they never really explained to you in all those how to draw books, is that you should always sketch with something lighter. That's why afterwards I lightened up my sketch so that it was underneath, and then you draw on top of that. Normally you would erase this kind of sketch from your paper, or it would be in such a light color that you would never see it anyways. But the key here is to never go in one go, you guys. Never go in one go, no matter how confident you are. It doesn't matter. Always sketch out first. Always sketch out first, and then you can move forward. That's kind of the goal. How y'all feeling? Did you like that one? When you like it, you save. When you don't, you delete. I don't know. Maybe this one's good. Should I save it? Crop it a little bit. I'm gonna do crop. Yeah, just crop that. Pull that one in. Yeah. Do one like this. Maybe like that. Maybe pull this one in here. Yeah, the ladies like it when you crop. Oh yeah, that's good. I like it. I think I'm done. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll do this again.